Hey people, I'm back. It's your boy Danny, aka Comment Chat. Friday afternoon, I'm sitting here at home thinking, what content can I give to the people? Because you know me, I gotta give the people what they want. Now I've been thinking half the day, what can I talk about? What movies that were fantastic when they first came out and definitely needs a sequel? When one of the movies hit me. This is a movie I haven't seen since I was 16 years old. That's many moons ago. And without further ado, in the words of my favorite Joker, y'all should know who that is by now, Heath Ledger. God rest his soul. Here we go. The first movie I want to see a sequel to is called Crossroads. It came out in 1986. I was still in high school. It stars Ralph Macchio, who's a young, budding blues guitarist who's trying to find some songs of an older blues guitarist that died. So he goes to this nursing home and finds an old guy by the name of Willie Brown who says that he can get him to the place where to find that music. Here is Jamie Gertz, who plays Frances, a love interest for Eugene. She's not in the movie very long. She kind of drives the movie to a certain point. Basically, she's not a character that even sees the end of the movie. But basically, she while trying to get to the location to find his music, she joins them and they start becoming friends. But then Willie knows he got to get to the crossroads, and at the crossroads is where he learned as a young man how to play the harmonica, taught to him by the devil. As we see standing here to the left in the black suit, he goes by the name of Scratch, and he was played by an actor named Robert Judd. Scratch is here to try to get another soul, Eugene's, and he tricks him and says, "Look, if you beat my champion guitar player, then I will give you back Willie Brown's soul." Willie Brown says, "No, don't do it, Eugene." But Eugene doesn't think it's true and takes the challenge and says, "Well, yeah, man, I can do that. Where do you want to meet and we'll play?" The devil said, "Well, I can get you there pretty quick, son." And the devil transports them to this location here somewhere in hell, I believe it is. And as you can see, Jack Butler, played by Steve Vai, and him go one-on-one to see who's the best guitarist. At first, Eugene is holding his own, but then Steve Vai, aka Jack Butler, gets the best of him and just start doing incredible stuff, incredible riffs with the guitar and things that just blows his mind. And Willie Brown think they're defeated. But the silver lining is that Eugene knows classical music. He plays a riff that Jack Butler can't handle and wins the contest. Here you see that they're shaking hands at the end of the contest. He has won back Willie Brown's soul, and they go to California to make good music. I want to see a Crossroads 2 where maybe the devil comes back because he's mad and pissed off at Eugene and tries to get Eugene's children's soul. So check this out. Like I said, it came out in 1986. Crossroads 2 would be awesome. That's what I want to see. Next movie I was thinking about would be another good movie that I would love to see a sequel to. And boom, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I know exactly the movie I want to see. And that movie is Mr.Brooks, starring Kevin Costner. And man, this movie is awesome. It stars Kevin Costner, Dane Cook, William Hurt, Demi Moore, and Dan Panabaker. He is basically an intelligent serial killer, rich, powerful architect, and he loves killing people on the side. He's very meticulous and smart about it, and does it for years without being undetected until he makes a mistake at one of the murder sites. And this guy you see here in the back is called Marshall. Marshall is a figment of Earl's imagination. No one can see him or hear him except Earl, and he pretty much keep Earl on track on doing stuff. And the conversations between him and Earl are fantastic. Earl wants to stop, but Marshall loves killing and tries to keep him in the game of killing. But Earl soon finds out that his daughter, whose name is Jane, has the same affliction, but she's not as smart as Earl is, and she does kill somebody at college. And Earl and Marshall has to go up there and clean up the mess to keep her from going to jail. But Earl knows that she is just as evil as he is. And this guy here is called Mr. Smith, played by Dane Cook. He saw Earl killing somebody one night and then blackmail Earl to teach him how to be a serial killer. He thinks he's smarter than Earl and tries to flip the script. But of course, Earl figures out what he's doing, him and Marshall, and they flip the script back on him. This movie, if you haven't seen it, came out in 2007, starring Kevin Costner. I love this movie. I want to see a part two where the daughter grows up, and I want to see whether or not he tries to teach her the ropes or does she in fact kill him and take over the mantle. This is his daughter Jane. You might notice her from the Flash CW, Caitlin, aka Killer Frost. This movie, like I said, is fantastic, starring Kevin Costner, William Hurt, Demi Moore, who plays a police detective that tries to catch him and almost solves it, but he throws her totally off the track and outsmarts her. But this movie is fantastic. I want to see a part two. I want to see whether or not this daughter takes up the mantle. Is she just as smart as him? But I think she's pregnant. That's the reason why Earl saved her, because he wants his grandchild. He wants to have a grandchild. He's trying not to kill, but between the pressure of trying to protect her, it's going to be hard. So, I was thinking, what could be the last movie? Movie that I saw and I want to see a sequel to. And it hit me. I know exactly what I want to see. Dread 2, starring my boy Keith Urban. Keith Urban is a bad mofo. This came out in 2012. Like I said, it stars Keith Urban, Olivia Thirlby, Lena Headey, and Wood Harris. This movie is about Judge Dredd. It's a reboot from the Sylvester Stallone movie, and he's training this young judge called Judge Anderson, and he takes her to a routine call. They think it is, but this lady you see here in the picture, her name is Mama, played by Lena Headey. She's like a big time gangster, and she's pushing this drug. I can't think of the name of it, but when you take it, the person that takes it, it seems like time stops and is slowed down exponentially. It is a super high, and she's pushing that stuff in some kind of way. When Judge Dredd goes to answer the call, they find the judges in there, and they lock the whole building down. And they send bad judges there to try to kill him. But of course, Judge Dredd, along with Judge Anderson, who is training, she's a rookie, and he's to determine whether or not she can be a judge or not, whether or not she passes this trial and tribulation they're going through, which she does. But this movie is good. For whatever reason, fans didn't like it as much. It didn't make enough money to have a sequel. But I'm telling you, I would, if I had the money, I'd do the sequel. Right here is Mama, like I said, played by Lena Headey. She is one evil woman, buddy, and she gets it at the end. I won't tell you how if you haven't seen it, but this movie is awesome. I loved it better than Stallone's Judge Dredd movie. This movie I definitely want to see a sequel to, Dredd 2. Maybe he taking Judge Anderson under his wing, and they become even more dynamic duo. And then there's another, maybe Mama's daughter or something wants to have revenge, or sister or mama. We don't know. Any storyline would do. It doesn't matter. But like I said, this movie is good. Now, as always, if this is the first time you view my channel, please subscribe. Please hit notification bell. Please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. I want and need your subscriptions. And man, I'm telling you, thank y'all. I appreciate it. If you want to see these three movies, you want to see these three things, and you know what I'm talking is good, give me a thumbs up, hit notification bell, please subscribe. And in closing, you know what I want. If you want to see these three things, you know you do, because I want to see them. You know what you got to say. Give me a hell yeah, people.